Hello everyone, welcome back to Trend Dive. In today's video, we're going to look at how Mike Tyson blew his $685 million boxing fortune. When the baddest man on the planet, Mike Tyson, declared bankruptcy in 2003 with a $23 million debt, it left many fans questioning where did his fortune go. With the 54-year-old boxing legend recently announcing plans to come out of retirement, it's about time we get to the bottom of how he blew his $685 million boxing fortune. Mike Tyson's early life. Mike Tyson was born on June 30th, 1966 in Brooklyn, New York. Born into a rough neighborhood, a young Tyson was exposed to violence and gang life from a young age. But after finding boxing and life mentor in the form of Cus D'Amato, Tyson's life found a new path. In 1986, Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight boxing champion of all time when he knocked out Trevor Berbick at the tender age of 20. This began a dominant career, which leaves him in the discussion of being one of the greatest boxers of all time. D'Amato was a paranoid character who owed thousands to the IRS, a trait young Tyson would also learn to pick up as well as the boxing skills.
Who can reign for a long, long time.
Pigeons. Mike found comfort and friendship from an early age in the bizarre form of pigeons. I have loved pigeons since I was 9. They were my escape. I was fat and ugly. Kids teased me all the time. The only joy I had was pigeons. It was the death of one of his birds that turned Mike into a fighter. One of the neighborhood bullies confronted him as he carried his birds home. The attacker grabbed one, twisted its head off, and sprayed its blood all over him. Tyson said, "That was the first time I threw a punch." This passion for pigeons came at a price, with over 3,000 pigeons caged in his yard. Some of the birds cost $3,000 each. He even tracked down specially trained racing Jansen pigeons in Norway and bought 3 of them for $15,000.
What?
A strange passion, but I doubt anyone is going to tell that to Mike Tyson's face. Tigers. Mike clearly has a unique take on what animals should be pets, seen through his choice to buy 3 Bengal tigers and play with them in the backyard like they're puppies. At $70,000 each, it's no surprise you don't see many people owning these beasts of the jungle. In addition to this, it costs $200,000 per year just to feed them. And when Mike wasn't there, it cost $125,000 a year for an animal trainer to come around and look after them. When one of them, Kenya, attacked a woman who jumped over Mike's fence, Mike had to give her $250,000 as compensation. Shortly after, Mike sold Kenya. He would go on to sell all 3 of his lions, later claiming it was wrong for him to own and tried to domesticate them. Cars. Mike Tyson loved his cars, or at least you would assume he does by the size of his collection. At age 21, he bought a blue Rolls-Royce Silver Spur for around $139,000. Then after destroying Tony Tucker and adding the IBF belt to his midriff in 1987, he went for a Rolls-Royce Corniche worth around $190,000. After 2 further cars gifted to Tyson by his promoter Don King, by the age of 22, Tyson had 4 Rolls-Royce sitting in his garage, worth more than $500,000 combined. Thanks to his friend Tupac Shakur, who reportedly owned one, Tyson threw cash at a white 1989 Mercedes-Benz SL Class 560 SL. After his shock defeat to James Buster Douglas in 1990, Tyson bought a Mercedes-Benz 500 SL to cheer himself up. This Mercedes had a must-have accessory for the time built into its interior, a mobile phone. This reckless spending was a trend which would be consistent throughout his boxing reign, including the Jaguar XJ220. The XJ220 was the fastest production car on the road from 1992 to 1993. The car features a turbocharged V6 engine and only 275 cars were ever produced, with a top speed of 210.5 miles per hour and the ability to go 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.8 seconds. This was one of the most expensive cars at the time, with a price tag of around $600,000. Mike sure didn't settle for second best. Accessories. Bankruptcy documents provided further insight into Tyson's lavish spending habits. The boxer would spend $100,000 per month on jewelry and clothes. He also spent $230,000 a month on cell phones and the resulting monthly bills, allegedly buying them for all of his huge entourage. His generosity didn't stop there. Tyson would buy houses he never lived in and cars he never drove when hand out gifts to everyone around him. Apparently, if he wanted to show off, he'd take someone to a dealership and just buy all the cars in the showroom. Bathtub. Mike Tyson's bathtub is worth more than the average home in America. The boxing legend bought a solid gold bathtub as a wedding gift for his wife, Robin Pigeons, costing him $2.3 million. The marriage only lasted a year, however, and ended only a week after an infamous television interview with Barbara Walters where Givens described her marriage to Tyson as pure hell.
He was out of control.
Chasing after you in the lobby?
Yeah, Michael is a manic depressive. He is. I mean, that's just a fact. And
the bathtub was quickly sold to a billionaire for half of what Tyson paid for it. Controversy. Controversy helped to tarnish Tyson's reputation and dry up his income streams. In the interview with Barbara Walters, Tyson's ex-wife Givens revealed that Tyson had a volatile temper and a side to him that was truly scary. After Givens left Tyson because of his abusive behavior, the sponsors were quick to distance themselves from the controversial star. Pepsi withdrew on a one-year, $10 million deal, and Nintendo pulled Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
It's a pretty good ride, yeah.
Yeah, it's a crazy ride. I mean, because you make...
Well, I'm kind of crazy sometimes, yeah.
Oh, no, I know that. I know that.
Rape trial. A rape trial and conviction dealt another devastating blow to Tyson's public image. He was found guilty of the sickening rape of an 18-year-old beauty contestant in the Miss Black America pageant on February 10, 1992. With the jury returning a guilty verdict on 1 count of rape and 2 counts of criminal deviant conduct, Tyson served 3 years with the Indiana Department of Correction. Tyson seems to have matured a lot since his early wild days, becoming a keen family man and podcaster. He even credits DMT drug and marijuana for his new piece. He even made use of the personal massage platform Cameo, where he sent personal messages to fans for $300 each. In only 6 hours, Tyson made $20,000 from the site. Hopefully, he's learned to manage his money better.
I am.
This is a casino.
Well, I'm explaining to the people in the casino that I was in prison.
Thanks for watching. Are you a fan of Mike Tyson? Do you have any stories about the boxing legend? Let us know in the comment section below. Be sure to like and subscribe, Trend Dive, and I'll see you next time.